ready. You know what I mean? It froze. Oh my goodness. Oh, this is about to be an interesting show, gang.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to the Rep My Block show. I'm your girl, KeyIce, and we got my co-host with me today, Grandmastar.
Grandmastar, Bass Monstar.
There we
What's
go.
up?
How you doing today, sir?
Grandmastar, Bass Monstar. What's up? You know,
How you doing today, sir?
y'all already know. I'm good. Y'all already know how we do. We gotta get these technicals under order. But how about
Yes,
you? How are
yes.
you?
I'm doing great. And just to give everybody a heads up, out in Texas, where Grandmaster Bass Monstar and I are, at least me right now, it looks like it's going kind of back and forth between cities, but there is a big storm going on right now. So please bear with us if there are any
Yeah.
technical difficulties, but we don't anticipate many, okay? But we have a very special guest today that will be joining us, and we will bring him up
Yeah.
shortly. I do want to ask you real quick because a
Mhm.
lot of people aren't aware that you're a dancer, you do your
Yeah.
choreography and stuff, and you guys just performed for one of the Spurs halftime games. So how did that go the other week?
Oh yeah, performing for the Spurs. Like I can finally add that to my resume of things that I've done, that I've gotten to perform at a halftime show, and that was pretty epic. The energy, just the general liveness of a basketball game, and the the just seeing the effort that goes into making that whole show just be an ensemble that people enjoy, and then getting to be a part of it was just a special thing. So like I'm hoping that ends up leading to even more awesome moments like that too. But it was really fun, the whole
That's awesome.
process of putting the whole thing together, getting to know a new group of people, and then finally we get to the day of execution, and it's just a ton of synchronistic moments that just came together and made another beautiful moment. And like I said, it was just really fun to be a part of. Uh, we
That's
performed
awesome.
alongside some of the we performed alongside some of Austin kids who also performed. They opened the show, and then after that, the Houston Rocketeers, they did a performance as well, and then we closed out the halftime show by doing our showcase. So
Wow.
it was pretty
That
decent.
sounds like a really busy day. And that is so cool. I can't wait
Yeah.
to like where the clips are there like clips on YouTube or anything from the performance?
Uh, yeah, there's a couple. I still got a post from my end, the full thing, but I made a reel of like the whole experience from my eyes kind of deal. Um, but there's a couple of clips online from other people who were involved, who posted already. So, but I do got the clips. I'll send them to you for sure.
Okay, that's what's up. Yeah, look forward to seeing that. Well, yeah, y'all. As you know, every Saturday
Yeah.
we talk about what's been trending in urban entertainment, and we do bring on special guests occasionally, and we have a very special guest today. We would like to bring up R&B singer Marquis Williams. He is based out of Toledo, Ohio. We'd like to welcome him to the stage, and let me get the claps ready. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Nice,
Please
good.
welcome
You're
Marquis
welcome.
Williams. Yeah. How you doing today, Marquise? Welcome to the show. Can you hear
Can
us?
y'all hear me?
We can now. Yes.
Okay, I can't hear
Yeah.
y'all. I can't hear y'all.
Oh,
But y'all can
really?
hear me. I don't know what happened if the sound went out.
Oh, wow.
We can
Okay.
hear we can hear you.
So I don't know if I
Sound
join
out.
out, then join back in, because I was able to hear
Yeah,
y'all before.
yeah,
Okay,
do
I'm
that.
gonna join out, jump
Okay.
back in real quick.
Okay.
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 All right. Well, yeah, we are really excited to have him on the show today, y'all, because it's not often that we get to speak to R&B singers. We generally, have like
Yeah, I
rappers
was
on the
gonna say.
show. Yeah. So it's gonna be really cool to get to speak with him and discuss his experience. Um, but yeah, as we're waiting for him to come back on, we could do the birthdays right now. We can talk on the birthdays real quick.
Oh yeah.
There were a
Happy
few.
birthday to you.
Right. There were a couple
Happy
birthdays.
birthday to you.
Let's go ahead and play the birthday intro.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, it's your birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday.
Yes, it's that special time of the show where we discuss who's had a birthday this past week. And we are honored to let you guys know that we have there's some legend. I'll put Methodist, man. Y'all ignore that. There is no Methodist, it's Method Man. But anyway, Bobby Valentino, he had a birthday.
Methodist
March,
man.
March 27th. I'm sorry, February 27th. Bobby V, he changed.
February 27th.
For those that don't know, he did change his name a couple years back to Bobby V. So he no longer officially goes by Bobby Valentino, but he's still the same man. He still got the same hits, you know what I'm saying? Justin Bieber, Biebs, happy birthday to him as well. His birthday was
The
March.
Biebermeister.
Right. And then we had Method Man, not Methodist man. Sorry for that typo there. His birthday was the 2nd.
We're just gonna ignore that part.
Right. You know those autocomplete. Oh my goodness, those things they drive me crazy.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, autocorrect is constantly
right.
putting me in between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I guess I didn't proofread well. But yes, and then my aunt took happy birthday
Is it
to her.
actually your auntie?
Yes,
Hey,
that's my great aunt.
hey, happy birthday, auntie.
She's out of Ohio.
Happy
you know what I'm
birthday,
saying?
auntie.
Yes, love you
Hey,
so
shout
much.
outs.
Yes, and then yesterday was Tyler the Creator's birthday. He celebrated his birthday. I'm pretty sure he's gonna do it big this weekend. You
Who
know
is
how they
that?
do. I know you didn't. Are you
Who
playing
is that?
with me?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Okay, I was
I'm just
like,
kidding.
what? I was about to say, I think you did a video or something to one of his songs. But
Nah,
yeah,
shout outs to Tyler. Shout outs to Tyler the Creator.
yeah.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
think is that
y'all,
it? Is that all we got?
there are some
It
more.
was a short list today.
Yeah, there are actually a couple more, but I can't think of them right now because like last night on Freestyle Fridays, Sean and Don they mention birthdays as well. They do shout outs, and they usually have a completely different list than the one I have. So they need some. I was like, what is such and such birthday? So I actually did not get there. They had some good ones too. So make sure y'all check out Freestyle Fridays. It was actually last night to check out some of the other birthdays we've been celebrating here on Home Base Promotions. But without further ado, we do have our special guest in the building, and we would like to
Big
welcome him
warm
on the
welcome.
stage. Let me get these other claps. I didn't like those claps last time. Okay, here we go. Let's bring him up properly. We got Marquis Williams out of Toledo, Ohio, joining us on the show today. Let's welcome him to the stage. Yeah.
How everybody doing?
Choo,
How
choo,
are
choo,
you
choo,
doing,
choo, choo,
sir?
choo.
Welcome to Reppin Toledo Show.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome.
All
Yes,
right,
of
you can
course.
hear
We're
us?
so glad.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear
you
you.
can hear.
Awesome.
You can hear us. That's
Good.
what's up. It's
Good.
on now. It's on. Well,
It's
first,
on. It's
yes.
cracking.
We like to start off, when we have a guest, we like to start off with asking you what block you represent. What city are you representing today?
Today I am representing the city of Toledo, Ohio.
That's what's up.
Hey,
That is what's
Or one
up.
shout outs to Ohio, Toledo.
Yes, Toledo. And so, were you born in Toledo, or is that
Yeah, born and raised. Yep.
okay? That's
Yep.
what's up. How is it out there right now? Because I'm actually from Ohio as well, but I'm from Lorraine, all the way up there by Cleveland.
Uh,
How's Toledo?
a little dark and gloomy. Got a little chill to it. I know it was thundering and lightning last night and raining, so
Oh,
it's
really?
yeah, it's been a pretty chill day today. But
Okay. So no snow?
no
Yeah.
snow. I hope
Oh,
not. So
that's good.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay,
due
that's
to
what's up.
snow. Yeah.
Nice. And so, um, you know, for the people that don't know much about you, could you kind of let us know how you got into singing? Like, what inspired you to become such? I mean, man, your singing is crazy. Like, what inspired you to even start to singing? Like, at what age did you start singing?
It's crazy because hearing it now, every kid go through this phase, and it's a Michael Jackson phase. So that's one of the phases I went through when I was
Mhm.
probably in the fourth grade, and I was doing talent shows from the fourth grade on to probably like junior high to eighth grade. Um,
Right.
After I got out of junior high, got into high school, I joined the choir for 4 years. So that's kind of how I was able to find my voice and train it. Um,
Yeah.
and then like after high school and everything like that, before I would just do it takes time too, because you have to learn your voice, you have to train it, and get to a
Yeah.
certain point, you know but I want to say probably like during after that I was doing cover songs and videos and stuff. um but I want to say probably 2022, I was kind of told like, hey, you can sing, you need to take it serious. Like, have you thought about writing music? One of my homeboys told me, like, you ever thought about writing music, like getting serious with it? And I, at first I didn't really think much about it. I was like, I just like singing cover songs, do what I do. um but then it came to a point where I just started jotting stuff down, started writing and everything. And yeah, I was like, okay, I'm about to take it seriously. So uh from there on, I got a few songs out, um, that I written, but the first two songs that I did and released was two. It's original songs, but two of the first songs I created the beat from scratch. So that's those are my babies. The first
Mhm.
song's called One
Wow.
Reason, and then the other one is Thinking About You. That was on the video. So, like from there on,
Okay.
when I released those songs and I received the feedback on it and the love, I was like, oh, it's go time. It's go time. So like
Yeah.
from there on, I just been, doing music. Um, and then yeah, and then came across, TikTok, because I wasn't really a TikToker for real as much. And then
Oh,
I
okay.
got on there and it was growing slowly. But it took just that one video that I did, a video meeting in my bedroom. I did that video, but I did the bridge part going into the end, and everybody loved it, and that's what kind of grew, my TikTok on there. um so like now I just it's just one of those things. I love doing what I do now, and then I'm to the point where I'm being known within the city, being in the music scene. I'm able to do dope collabs, getting booked for gigs, recommending and stuff like that. So it's lovely. So I love it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And
So
one thing that you mentioned when you were speaking on like how you started singing that I don't actually hear many singers speak on is like the fact that you were interested when you were in school and you took choir. Ironically, I don't hear that
yeah.
very often. And that's super cool that that you give credit to the school, to actually help train your voice.
Yeah.
I mean, during that time, because
Yeah.
choir they tend to do like more what's the, I don't even know what's the name of the type of music, like more jazzy type music as
Yeah.
well. So like during that time, did you have thoughts of maybe going that route, or was it always like R&B that you focused
It
on?
it was more, I want to say it was kind of more on the R&B side that I was kind of focused on, because like during those times I was in choir. Like during, I want to say during my freshman year of high school, my older sister, had put me on to R&B. Like she, created me a playlist, like, hey, this is a playlist I made for you, give it a listen. And like from there on, it just expanded, because I would hear it growing up, cleaning and everything like that. I would hear it, but I just never took the time to like just sit and just listen. and like she made me a dope playlist. And like from there on, I was like, oh, I love this. So that's how I became heavy on the R&B side. So when I was throughout in high school, it would be talent shows there. I would do talent shows, do an R&B song. My first one I did was "Sweet Lady" by Tyrese. Got me second place on that one. So
Wow, and
yeah,
that's a hard one.
it was one of those things. But like that's how I came became attached to R&B music, and it's usually with
Mhm.
me. I like the music nowadays. Some artists I like the music nowadays, but it's like R&B, 90s R&B is undefeated. You can't go wrong
Yeah.
with that. That's where my heart is at with that. So yeah.
Oh, I feel you on that 90s
Real
R&B.
quick.
Yeah, it's something about the sound.
Yeah,
Like
because I feel
they just
Yeah.
don't do it no more.
yeah,
It's pure.
yeah,
It's pure
yeah. That
sound.
90s are yeah, for real. It's an authentic sound. It's a genuine sound. Like you can hear the person like actually like coming from a place of love, like with it, something about it. What were some of those songs on the playlist that your sister made you? Can you refresh our memory? Or
Yeah.
like, do you remember?
Some of them I know it was Gerald Levert on there. I believe Guy,
Hey,
some new edition.
yeah,
Tyrese was on there as
nice.
well. Had a few of his songs on there. Who else? I want to say, if I'm saying it, I'm not sure if I'm gonna say it right. Tony Terry, or Terry. If I'm saying it, let's make sure I'm not
Yeah.
saying it right. But
No, you're right. Tony Terry. Yeah.
Tony Terry, okay, yeah, he was on there. Black Street, John B. Joe, like
Okay.
she hooked it up, so it was it was laid out.
Yeah,
Classics in there, and
uh,
obviously, bro, she had some old school in there, and it was laid out perfectly. And I had my headphones on the bus ride to school, got that playlist playing, just listening to it and just vibing. You know, yeah, those were the few artists that was on that playlist.
yeah,
You need some really good
yeah.
ones.
That sounds like
Yeah.
yeah, that sounds like a total vibe, man.
Yeah,
Props to Big Sis. She really got you started in the right direction. Like
Yeah, she really
speaking
did.
of you getting started, yeah, speaking of you getting started, what were some of the I know you mentioned Michael Jackson was an inspiration, but what were some of your other inspirations that you kind of even probably still look up to today, or maybe like that started you out, you know?
yeah. As I got into the R&B scene, like growing older, because Michael Jackson was the one that got me started. But like as I got older, I want to say Gerald Levert was one of the ones because it's
Mm,
just the tone and
mm,
how he flows with everything. It's just so smooth. So that's just one of the ones. That's top number one. Um, I want to say probably another one. Um, I was more heavy on Tyrese as well because that's I was heavy on his songs as well. So Gerald Levert, Tyrese, um, Joe as well. So those basically my top three that got me going because I like as of me as right now I call myself the smooth big man. They're smooth guys,
right.
and that's
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
something I bring to the table. So that's something I kind of take from them and apply to myself as just the smoothness and everything. Um, but yeah, that's just one of the ones that kind of got me going. And then like more came around, but those was just the top three for real. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, those are some major influences there. I mean, when you said that your very first, if I heard it right, your very first like competition, like talent show
Dream.
was Tyrese Sweet Lady. I was like, what? That's a hard song.
Yeah.
Like you could it seemed like you're not a shy person. Like based on the song you chose, it's like, wow, you must not be a shy person. That's what I
Yeah.
was thinking. I was like, what?
I mean, it sometimes I am a little shy at first from time to
Uh-huh.
time. Because usually when it comes to performing live, it's always um those nerves. It always come. Those nerves always just it comes out of nowhere. At first you be like, oh yeah, I'm cool. I'm gonna smoke this. I'm good. And soon as like people go before me and then I'm coming up, them nerves hit. And I was like, oh man, but it came to the point to now where when I do it, I'm so relaxed. Like it's just I I'm used to it. So even if it come, it just be there for a little bit and it just go away. But like before, like when I was younger doing the title shows, it will always be there. So and it was just during that time,
Yeah.
I was young, so of course I'm going through puberty, my voice is going to change and everything. So like I'm just finding a tone in my voice, training it. So as I got older, like as I'm now, like um, you know, vocal coaches is very important too. That's just another thing that I added to my tool belt is having a vocal coach. So that's just like as a me now, I'm able to have a smooth tone. I'm able to hold notes, do riffs and runs and everything like that. So yeah, it's just that it's tough songs. Song selections is very important. Sometimes it's tough, but when you do the practice, you put in the work, and it become flawless. You can do what you do with it. But me, on the other hand, when it
Yeah.
comes to doing songs, I kind of like I don't want to how go off how the song is verbatim. Like I kind of want to put my own spin on it sometimes, and that's the difference with me. That's how it capture people. They're like, oh, okay, we hear you. We like this. We're like, oh, we got Tyrese at home, or I did the
Right.
meeting room. We got Lil G at home. That's just one of the things I like to do. So when I perform live and I sing a certain song, I like to put my own spin on it. Cause that get the people to remember, okay, he good. I like him.
Right.
Follow you. What's your name? You know? And yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely. And I wanted to ask you about because you mentioned that the songs that you have out currently, you make the beats for them. What like what made you want to dibble dabble with beats and like get into like beat making?
So at first, so I have somebody who like produced most of my stuff now, but like that's first one I didn't really have anybody, and like during that time, it was 2022, so it was still kind of premature with the lockdown. So being with people, being around people, it was just one of the things where I was like, I can give it a try. Let me see what I can do. I feel like I would look up stuff like, how can I make a beat? How can I do this? End up getting Logic Pro on my Mac. I was like, okay, I need a little keyboard, some speakers and stuff. And I just felt like you know, I was in the thought like I can do it. So let me give it a try. Now it did take some time because I think I started doing it in 2021, and I was up in my room and like I would be off of work, cut everything on over there, and just start getting to work, playing with the keys, doing different sounds and stuff. And with me, it's like I got an ear for things, so I can hear it, so I would usually try to play to it. So that's what took the time because I didn't really have nobody, to produce my songs. It was just me. I didn't have nobody to, make a beat or anything like that. So it was just trial and error. But at the end, when it all came together, I would sit there and I would listen. I was like, I made a song. Like it's something I really did, and it was just one of those things where it was just experimenting, and I end up creating something that turned out good. Will I do it again? Yeah, but I will have help with it.
Okay.
But it's like I would do that now. Before then, I didn't have any knowledge on how to do and certain stuff, and with the keys and playing the piano, because that's something I'm learning too, is how to play the piano. But that's just the little keyboards, I was just
Mhm.
testing the thing out, and it all came together. So I was like, yeah, it just worked out, I should say. But it'd been hours spent in that room, and my sister would hear it. She was like, I hear you up there working. Like she would hear the start over, okay, add this here, start over. Like she would hear that, and yeah.
That's what's up. I mean, it sounds good. I mean,
Yeah.
the songs you have out there, they're very good.
Thank you. Uh,
Yeah. Yeah, man. You did mention about the process of like becoming a better performer and just like what you kind of experienced, in your body as you were developing a keener sense of what to do on stage. Is there still a song you perform that still kind of gives you chills every time you do it?
I want to say my main song that I usually perform live if I'm doing a show or anything. I usually would do My by Johnny Gill. Um, just because hearing it live, it is an amazing thing to hear live. The keys, the
Mm,
drums, the saxophone, like it's a process. And when I hear that live, I instantly just lock in. And what
yeah.
really gives me the chills is when I perform it, and how I perform it is the crowd reaction. That's what gives me chills. That's why I was like, that's one
Mm,
of the songs that I will always, if I have a gig, I will always have that in my lineup, if it comes down to it. So that's
yeah.
just one, most definitely.
That's
And
solid.
that's
That's
another hard one
solid.
too.
Uh, yeah. Yeah. I was just listening to it right when he said it, and I was like, dang, this dude's voice is incredible. So I can only imagine, you attacking it the way you attack it. Uh you also like, so your song Thinking of You, like, is there a person you wrote that for, or is that just in general, like it just came to
With
you as a feeling, or was there an
it,
experience that
during that time, it just came to me as a feeling. That's why I was like, it'll be moments where I can just be chilling, and then something hit me, and I'll be like, okay, like
Mm,
how can I go off this vibe? Like it would just be a melody that's going, and I during that time, like I said, I would instantly be able to just hop on and kind of play with it. Or usually, if I'm out and about and it hit me, I will, okay, let me hurry up and record this on my phone so I don't forget it. And then like from there on, when I get the melody
mm,
down, it's just I usually try to think of the concept of the song and how it's gonna go. And I was like, one of these ones, I'm thinking late night R&B, a little bit of differences within the relationship, a little altercation happened, and we
mm,
separated. So now,
yeah,
spend time apart, I'm thinking about you, and I could just see it, driving in the rain or singing in
yeah,
the rain. Something is just one of those late night vibes, and that's
yeah,
how came to me, and just hearing everything come together. Because usually I start off with like the hook of the song before I get to the verses. So when
mm,
that hook song is locked in, I'm like, okay, every day you cross my mind, I miss you all the time. I'm thinking about you, make things right. And that's how I was able to come up with the verses and stuff like that and put everything
yeah,
together. And that's how it usually happens. And if it comes to a point where I have dealt with something, I'll put it in a song, But usually, most of the time, it's
yeah,
just like vibe, because it's just I know I pay attention because I know what people are wanting and what they're trying to listen out for,
mhm,
you know. And
mm,
with people, when I see that there, are people like, yeah, the new music, like I said, the new music is cool. There's some good artists and stuff out there, but '90s R&B is, undefeated, and that's the sound that people usually miss, for real. Because I be seeing people say that, oh, I miss when music sounded like this and stuff like that, and I was like, this is something I
mm,
can do, I can do something with this, and that was just one of those songs where I can
mm,
give it a R&B feel, and give it a
yeah,
bridge, because nowadays songs don't have bridges anymore like that. So I was like, yeah, let me give this song a bridge. Let me build something right here. We're building up to something. So that was just one of those
yeah,
moments where I was in the zone. It was a vibe that just came to me. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you brought
solid.
up a good point about the bridge thing because you're right. A lot of the songs don't have bridges and they're really short. I mean, what do you think about like the transition of music among the years? I know you did, you've mentioned that you like the 90s music era, but
hmm
like, as far as like when they start talking about AI and stuff, like, what are your thoughts on that?
I just feel when it comes to that, there's no emotion behind it. Because when it comes to writing music
Mm,
or just doing music in general, you have to have some type of feeling behind it. Because you want the listener to receive the message that you are giving behind the song, and you want them to feel and vibe. And it's just like, if you just have an AI on a song, it just instantly tell you, yeah, this is AI. It might sound good, but does it feel good? No, because you're not feeling it. You just like how it sounds. But it's just the difference, like over time, like even with actual artists, there's some artists that still put feeling and emotion into their songs, where you can vibe to it. You know, like you have Kehlani with Folded, like that song is big, but you can feel the emotion behind it. You can hear it. You know, it's telling the story for real. And and I like, that's one of my favorite songs too. I like that song by her. I love it. It's a great song.
Yeah.
Just like over time, there's some artists who talk sing. You know, they don't really sing. They talk sing. There's no that's the point. The emotion is missing there. You know, like I would like to like
Yeah.
me as an artist. I want to paint the picture. This is a story I'm telling y'all. Let me paint the picture. You know what I'm saying? Here we go.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm here alone at night. You know, I'm laying here alone at night thinking about the actions, our actions of what caused us to be separated at this time. But I'm over here thinking about you. So I'm trying to make things right between us. How can I do that? You know? And that's just one of the
Yeah.
things, that's one of the key things that is missing in music nowadays is storytelling and emotion and feeling. But some artists still have that. They still got that with them, and I salute to that because some that just be, "Hey, let me just make a song and just be done." And, it'd be TikTok songs, and just something quick they could just toss
Yeah.
on radio.
Right.
But it's just like for me, I like to paint a picture, story tell, take my time. Like yeah, like I want to make great music. That's what I want to do. I want to make great music that people would be on to and just listen. Like, oh yeah, this is good, and something that people can talk about.
Right. I mean, I feel you on that. And as far as like collaborating with artists, who would be your dream collaboration, if any?
Oh, that's there's a few. There is a few. Um, Lucky Day will be one. Um, Leon Thomas. Um, I want to say Kaylani would be a dope one as well. Who else? Uh, Beyonce would be a dope one. That would be a dope one if that ever could happen. Because my sister loved Beyonce. She is a Beyonce fan, and that would just be something dope to do. Um,
Yeah.
and then that's just about it. Or not even with just song wise, like with producers too. Pharrell would be one. That would be a dope. That would probably be my top
Mhm.
dope producer I probably will work with,
Tight.
and
Yeah.
see where it goes from there. Because it comes times where I have ideas for certain songs, and he kind of fits in that picture. So that's kind of one of my lineups there, if it was ever able to come down to it.
I mean,
Mhm.
you named some really good ones, and um, I like your picks because you chose some artists that have, at least to me, they've been able to, um, they're not too fresh, but at the same time, they're like new enough to where they've still been able to captivate audiences among the years, and they have their niche audience. So I think that's really cool. The ones you chose in particular. Um, and producer wise, I was actually surprised when you said Pharrell because is there any particular reason why Pharrell over like just say like Jermaine Dupri or somebody like that that also does
For,
great R&B
for
work?
real, Jermaine Dupri would be a dope one too. Pharrell just has a unique sound. Like his sound is different, and you could tell when Pharrell is when it's a Pharrell beat, you know. But
You're right.
it's always a vibe. So that's why like that would be one of my ones I would love to collab with, and just if it's a song or if it's an album or anything like that would be one of my ones that I would like to do.
Yeah, he is awesome. Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be tight.
Yeah. Pharrell has a magnificent sound. I always love hearing anything he produces.
Yeah,
Um, don't get me started. Like if the song "Happy" comes on, it's a wrap.
yeah.
Uh, I got a question though. Are you more are you more of like a love song person or a heartbreak anthem person? Because I feel like there's a lot of heartbreak music out there. You know.
Yeah. I'm more I'm more on the love side. If it comes to a heartbreaking song, I can do that, but I'm more on the love side. Like I kind of
Yeah,
like to paint like I said, I like to paint a picture. So I would like to talk about a lady that I met today. If it's just something brief, like yeah, I saw this lady at the grocery store, beautiful lady. She gave conversation. You know, Kind of like how Donnell Jones did. Tell me, have you seen her? You know,
uh,
it's
yeah,
just one of those things. Like okay, yeah, it's a beautiful lady. I could just feel her vibe is right. But then I lost track of her because it was just happening so fast. So now how can I find her?
yeah,
I just it's just I'm more on the love song type of thing. It's a love song type of vibe. It's just heartbreak. Sometimes it has moments where I can come up with something regarding that, but usually I'm more on the love song type of thing on that side of it. Yeah.
yeah,
And I
yeah.
really feel like that's what the
When
industry's been missing lately, actually. Everybody wants to fight, break up.
Like,
So
yeah.
it's cool to hear that
yeah,
you are on the
yeah,
love side tip. I like that. Yeah.
uh,
yeah, we
and
definitely
even
need more love songs on radio.
Yeah, like even when they do attempt to make a love song, is usually you could tell that it's kind of a love song, but it's one of those ones where it's like, oh yeah, link up and drink and do all this. No,
Yeah,
like me, I'm the type of person. Yeah, if I see you again, next time I see you, I'm gonna bring you flowers. And then just kind of plan something out. Just having some type of imagination. And
yeah,
I picture us walking in a park or having a picnic or doing this and all that stuff. It's just I like to with me, I like to be creative. I just everything is not about just linking up and kicking it and then boom, y'all know. Like it gotta have something like sentimental. It gotta have emotion behind it. It has to have meaning. You want somebody
mm,
to relate to this. You wanna do I wanna do the thing like, yeah, man, I seen her, man. It got me thinking of her. Let me try to reach out and then plan something. Let me be creative. Let me take you out on a date or a helicopter ride or something. Like I like to.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
That's the kind of side that I'm on. Nothing simple. You know.
yeah. Yeah, hey, this generation can't do without more of that. They need way more, just
Yeah.
more love going around. So it's good to hear that you're on the side of making more love songs than not. I mean, because we all go through both. You go through heartbreak and you go through love. So it's just important to realize that they're part of a process. It's a circular thing. You
Yeah.
know, um, talking about talking about circles, what when people listen to your music for the first time, what's something that you hope that they hear?
I just hope that they hear, um, like how much effort and emotion and time that I put into the song. Like that's what I want them to hear. So when they circle back, they're like, "Hey, man, I love your tone. I love your voice. I love this certain part of the song. How you did this, a certain run that you did. Like I love, like that's one of my things that I love doing. And when I did my first two, with any other songs what I do, but when I did my first ones, because people been waiting, they was like, yeah, we've been waiting for you to drop a song. Everybody out here dropping songs, and you be doing cover videos. We've been waiting for you to do one. Like they just, they would tell me, like, yeah, we hear that vibe. We hear that '90s vibe that you was trying to get. We hear it. And that's just one of the things that I like when it comes to me making your release of music and the feedback from everybody. But that's how it usually go. They'll usually hit me up on a tone, or it'd be some people that be on the singing journey and they just don't know where to start, because they'll do that too. And I would just tell them like, hey, if this is something that you have a talent, even if you're not writing music and you sing and you want to do music, do it. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have people that's gonna critique, certain songs and stuff like that, critique your voice and everything, but it's only gonna make you better. So I was like, not only that I'm doing this for me, but I'm putting this out here for the people that's listening, because there's people out here that's listening that want to do the same thing that I'm doing. You just have to, you have to apply it and you have to do it. be like Nike and just do it. You got to do it at some point. So,
Mhm.
and it's
Yeah.
just it got to that point to now where people are starting to open up, drop music, you know, and like I tell them, I'll be like, if I can do shows and anything like that, and y'all ready, I'll do my best to put y'all on, so y'all be recognized and known as well. Because like me, like
Wow.
I said, I'm a shy dude, but I, as I was young, like I've been doing talent shows and everything, so I'm kind of used to being in front of people. Yeah, the nerves is going to come and go, but I'm to the point where I'm used to being in front of people, so I don't mind doing karaoke. I don't mind doing open mic nights and stuff like
Mm.
that. And I tell people that all the time. I was like, if y'all in the city and they have open mics, go do it. Like that's your test. That's
Mm.
you get your feet in the water. So yeah, that's how you get your feedback. That's ready or not. Do it. You know, and
Yeah.
then go from there. So
Yeah, that's solid, bro. Like that's inspiring too. That's really inspiring. Like it makes me wonder if there was ever a moment like in your, because you have been doing it since you were young. So it's like, was there a moment where like you came to a point where you were like, all right, nah, I'm gonna take this like seriously to the next level, seriously. Like I'm about to lock in. We're gonna figure out how to create a
yeah,
career path out of this. Or was it always from the beginning, like with the talent shows, like everything was just like, even like while you were a little kid, you were just like thinking, yeah, this is all gonna go towards me being this big, star or whatnot.
yeah. I want to say like during those times, it was most likely just fun. Like I was just having a good time with it. But like as I got older and got into high school, I always been, I joined the choir. I always been the like I would be in the hallway. Oh, can you sing for me? Oh, let me hear you sing.
Yeah,
And it's always been that. So as I got out of that, I just been known for singing. And then when it came to the point when I
yeah.
started music, I was like, let me see what I can do. And when I seen the songs that I created and put them out there and receive that love and feedback, that's when it was like, okay, let me lock in. Let me see how far I can go with this.
Hmm.
So then when I did that, I was okay. Let me do open mics. So I was looking around. We got any open mics around here? People would tell me, oh yeah, they do this here every Thursday or they do this every Sunday. All right, I'm gonna plan a date, go out there and do it. I'll probably do a cover song or I'll probably just do one of my originals. And like I would do that, and then after I'm done, I would have, oh yeah, I like your voice. You did amazing up there. Like, oh, what's your social? You got Instagram or anything like that? And or they be, oh, you got music out or anything? That's when it was like, okay, they liking it. They rocking with your boy. So let me do my thing. But over time, it's a difference. I tell people too that want to sing. It's a difference between doing your cover songs in your car, in your room, or anything other thing than that, than performing in front of people, especially with a live band. It's a total different thing. And like me, I had to learn and do reps on performing with a live band because it's a lot. Like you have to train your ear to hear the band. You have to train your ear to hear yourself, hear that monitor, and I'm like, it's a totally different thing. But I it was just one of those things where I was able to lock in. So when I was able to do gigs and I did my reps and stuff, it just it became a second nature. Like it became natural now. Like that's just something where I get, hey, we got a show going on, man. You free? Yeah, I'm free. Let me know the details. What's the pay? Let's do it. And then from there on, me, I prep heavy. Like I don't play. Like I make sure I got a good. I like how's the show going? What's the how the type of show that's happening, and that's how I be able to pick my song
Yeah,
choices out. And then from there on, I
yeah,
practice. I do rehearsal, do that. I record myself like it's film, and then I practice at home. So when I come back, I tell them, like, could we do this at a certain part of the song right here, or when we break it down, let's do that here. That's just one of the
yeah,
things I was able to apply to myself. But yeah, I'm like during that time, that's when I was able to be like, yeah, let me lock in. I could take this somewhere. Let me lock in with it.
yeah.
Now I'm to the point where I'm doing it.
That's
That's what's
solid,
up.
bro. That's balanced.
Yeah.
I like to call that moment in an artist's career where they like feel that need to lock in, or that like they feel like they're born. I like to call that their born moment. You know, like for me, it was the first time I ever got paid for a gig. I was like, oh my God, like, wait a minute, huh? I can
Yeah.
do this and earn money? Like, wait a minute, like you're born after that, you know. It makes you realize, like, wait a minute, there's another avenue, you know. So I always like to ask people to kind of hear where they're coming from. What was that moment for them, you know?
Yeah. And it's like now I'm to that
Yeah.
point where like when I'm doing my gigs or doing stuff or and it comes to TikTok, like I would rebrand myself because at first I was just Marquis Williams. So okay, I'm R&B singer Marquis Williams. And then the year after that, I was like, okay, it's time to switch it up. I'm still Marquis Williams. What I'm gonna do here? Smooth big man. Okay, I'm gonna apply that to myself.
Mhm.
And then now I'm to the point like, okay, I got smooth big man.
Mhm.
Like what else can I add? So now I'm to the point where I'm calling myself Mr. Smooth. And I'm like, that's the stuff that I got here lined up. That's what works for me going into the gig. So that'd be my
Yeah.
icebreaker. You know, they do the introduction and then I
Yeah.
do my icebreaker and then I get into the song, you know. And
Yeah.
then like that's just one of those things now like I'm comfortable
Yeah.
with what I do now. Like there's no nerves or no, you know, second thoughts or anything like that. Like this is something that I want to do and I love it. I love doing it, you know.
Mhm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And I
Yeah.
mean, and you're good at
Yeah.
it, you know. That's major because you know there's a lot of people that try it and they're not actually good at it, you know. But you're actually good at it. And my next question is, you know, are you willing to like if a major label approaches you, says, you know, with a deal, would you sign, or are you wanting to stay independent?
I'm probably going to stay on the independent scene because when I seen
Okay.
Mhm.
Mr. Duran, um, he did his thing and he's still an independent artist and he won a Grammy, you know. And I'm like, I feel like
Yeah.
with my integrity and my work ethic and my love and my passion for music, I feel like it's going to take me to that point. As long as I keep applying pressure, be consistent, and keep doing what I'm doing, and just you know put out good music. I was like, now, yeah, I got old music out. I listened to it, and I'm like, okay, how can I take this to another level? What can I do here? How can we switch up the scene? You know. So like right now, I'm in the works of doing some stuff. I got my producer that's cooking up things too, and stuff like that. And it's like me, I got so many songs written, and it's crazy. So it's like now I'm to the point where I'm ready to get in, get to work. Because last year I was supposed to do
Mhm.
that, but that's when gigs and stuff started coming, you know, into play. So that's where my reps was coming from. I was just putting in reps. Let me lock this in, you know, do this next year, apply and put more music out. And I'm like, that's what I'm gonna do. Music and music videos. 'Cause I only got one music video out, but I'm like music and music videos. Um,
Yeah.
but yeah,
Yeah,
that's
I was
just
going to ask you about that. I was going
yeah.
to ask you about if you plan on having a music video come out for Thinking of You.
Yeah, most definitely. I that was supposed to be one of my first ones to do, but you know dropped the ball on that one. So one of my songs got a music video, but that one I know who I'm gonna have you know shoot the video for me. I just have to you know get just figure out how I can. It's the vision because like I said, you know I see
Yeah.
that it's just a vision and I want it to come to life, but it's just how can I make it happen? So that's where I'm at now. It's like how can I
Yeah.
do this? So I'm looking up different stuff on how I could do certain things for a scene and everything like that. But that's most definitely coming. I want to make sure that happens this year. A video for that, most definitely.
That's what's up. That'd be tight.
So, hey,
Um,
if you need a choreographer, I got you.
Hey, I'll tell you, if it come down to it, and I got to listen, it happened. You know, like I get everything. It's just bring the vision of life. Like I see it. You know, I just got to figure out how to do it.
Maybe. Yeah.
and you know, I do have to ask you because you know we actually had featured you on our Freestyle Friday show for we had the R&B version of the show back around Valentine's Day, and I noticed you do, quite a bit of covers and things like that. I was wondering, this is not the Freestyle Friday show, but could you, sing us just a little something, like a little teensy bit of something? Because we're not able to actually
Maybe the
play
chorus from.
Thinking of You right now. You said what?
Okay.
Maybe
Oh,
what?
for real? Dang. I was gonna say maybe you do the chorus from Thinking of You, but I don't know how that works with the copyrights and stuff.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you should be good because it's it's my song, so you should be good. I can,
Yeah.
um, some simple. Um, let me see. Uh, I'm just trying to figure out where I can start from. I probably start.
Okay.
So, um, once again alone at night, wishing you was by my side, just kissing you and holding you tight, reminiscing about those good times, and all because of an argument. Soon our time came to an end. We said some things we didn't meant. Girl, you know my love for you stands true.
Woo! Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, I mean, I like that. That's one thing I would say. Thank
Yeah.
you for that. First of all, thank you
Hi.
for that.
Or
Um,
plus 1 million.
that song, I really like how the beginning, like, because you were talking about I guess the different phases you're going through, like with Mr. Smooth and things like that, and how you were talking about like talking, and I like how you do the intro because you're like, it's like a story. I like that. It's like a story. You're
Yeah,
like you
Mm-hmm.
you really are. I could tell you really planned that very well, and I just love
Yeah.
the fact that you're bringing that back to music, and I commend you for that. I just want to say I commend you for that because like a lot of newer singers nowadays, they're not even trying to even do that at all. So that was
they
so
just
cool that you try to do that
No.
again. That's cool. I
they
mean, you're
just
executing it well.
they just try to get straight to the point. I was like, with that one, I like to be creative. So I'm like, okay, if we gonna do this, okay, I'm calling. I'm about to leave a voicemail. She not answering. She seen me call, but she hung up. Sent me the voicemail. So I'm gonna leave this voicemail. Now that we've been going through some things, stuff like that, but I'm missing you. And then after that, as soon as that beep happened, they go right into it. And I'm telling that story, like I'm here by myself again, and it's been some time because we had an argument. We said some things that we didn't mean at the time, but I'm trying to make it right between us. You know what I'm saying? Because I love you, and like that's I'm painting the picture, and that's how it goes. That's like I'm ready to
Smooth.
shoot the video for that because I see it, and then I was like I got a dope idea for it, but it's gonna happen. But
Yeah, I mean
Smooth.
that's
Smooth.
awesome how you did. Yes,
Smooth.
very smooth, very smooth.
MJ would
And
be proud.
yeah,
yeah, he definitely would. And as far as like where people can find you, can you let us know like where your fans can find you at?
yeah.
What
So
platform?
mostly I'm usually mostly on TikTok and Instagram. Facebook Marquis Williams is just the same old. If you want to add me on there, follow me on there. But my Instagram is Marquis_RNB. So just how to spelling my name, MARQUIS_RNB. And then my TikTok is the same thing, just no underscore. So just Marquis RNB for TikTok, and that's my socials where you can find me at.
That's what's up, and we're gonna let the fans see it here on the screen. And yeah, y'all. I mean, it's been a pleasure to have you as a guest on our
Hey,
show. Thank you so
before we
much
let him
for
go,
taking the
before we let
time.
him go, let me ask one
Oh
more
yes,
question.
sorry.
Before we let him go, let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
All right, maybe two questions. My first question is Kendrick or Drake?
Mm, I want to say so. I kind of this is because I like Kendrick. I like both though. It's crazy. It's hard. I like
Yeah,
both. Um, I
that could be
want to
your
say
answer. But if you
yeah. I
gotta
like both. It's
choose,
it's Yeah, it's hard. I like both of them, because it's some with those artists. Some artists have hit and miss songs, but then some of them have some dope
Yeah.
gems. Like, yeah, this is fire, and I feel like both of them have that, and because I got them both in my workout playlist, which is crazy. So, I just
Solid.
got to both, So, yeah.
Solid.
And that's fair. That's very fair.
And yeah, I like the answer of both. I got to start saying that more often. Tell people they got that option. But the last question I wanted to ask is, let's say you were talking to a younger you, or just maybe a younger brother who wants to do what you're doing, and they need some inspiration, or they like just need a kind word. What's something you could say to inspire right now
What I would say,
someone on a similar path?
what I would do if they're on a similar path as me, like I would tell them some things that I've done, where, if you want to take it, you can apply it to yourself. Tell them some things I would have done differently. Like probably took it more seriously before, like during, because I'm young, so I could have, I could have blew up then, because that's how it be usually. They're young, and I'm like, okay, he could sing, he got talent. I just wish, I applied more pressure and effort into that than, but like I said, it's nothing but timing. You know what I'm saying? So that's another thing too.
Yeah.
But I just tell them, if this is something that you really want to do, don't let nobody take that away from you. If you want to do music, you want to sing, put your mind to it, because you never know where it can take you. I know, like I said, I never really thought of writing music until one of my homeboys like, hey man, you've been doing cover songs and everything. How about, write a song, get us up out of here, But it was just one of those things. We was just chilling. He just told me. I just sat there. I was like, he right. Let me try something out and just jot something down. So even if you just writing and just putting stuff together, do it. You
Yeah.
know, if this is something that you want to do, make it your. I want to say probably make it one of your priorities, because at the end of the day, if this is something that you want to do music and you want to make it big, you have to make that one of your priorities, one of your top priorities. Other than you working your 9 to 5, because at the end of the day, you want to make that your 9 to 5, making music, performing live, performing your music live, you know. So you just have to, put
Yeah.
in the work, stay true to it, and be committed, But other than that, as long as you do that, you be good. And surround yourself with the right people too. That's one of the things. Surround yourself with the right people, the right environment. You know, people that can kind of help open doors. Who have an ear and a heart set on this, because there's a lot of people that's in the music scene, musicians and stuff like that, and the producers and everything. And surround yourself with people like that, but make sure they're pure with good intentions. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Most and real quick,
Uh,
something you said right
yeah.
now when you're answering that, it made got another question in my head because the fact that like with the covers, you're so good at covers, and there's legendary artists, like Luther Vandross, that he made it huge off of doing covers. Have you thought about like actually professionally redoing a popular cover and putting that out there?
Yeah, I did think about doing that. I think that's probably going to be one of the things that I am going to do further down the line. Probably towards the end of this year, when I get done releasing my own thing, I'm probably going to get to the point to probably cover a full song, in a way. And that's one or two. Luther Vandross is another one. That's one of my top guys too.
Mm.
Um, but yeah,
Um,
that's most definitely one of the things I'm planning on doing, because like that's what I do with gigs. And I never forget, because when I did a show back in November, and I forgot, we was just talking, like the dude was giving me my praises, like, yeah man, you do a damn good job, you come to rehearsal, and he was like, we to the point where we got to tell you, you ain't really got to come, because you got everything down packed. And I just told him, I was like, I like to
mm,
have everything a certain way, because you never know who's watching. You know what I'm saying? You never know who's going to be in the room. So
yeah.
I like everything is to a T. So when we get in there, I lay it down, do my thing, and go from there. But like we was talking, he was like, yeah, it's a lot of singers within this city who don't do that, who don't really do cover songs. But it was like, in order for you to do gigs and stuff like that, or in order, not just gigs, but in order to write your own music, you have to at least know how to do cover songs. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where the inspiration come from. That's where the creativity come from. You know what I'm saying? So when you listen to a certain song, you're like, oh, I
Mhm.
like this. And when you just chilling, kick into you, like, oh, I can kind of, something similar like this in the same, lineup like that. Same tone, just some different thing, some type of story in some way. You can kind of portray that. That's how it happens. When it comes to my song, like I said, I listen to '90s R&B, and I know that's what people usually, the sound that people are missing. So let me give them some '90s R&B. Give them that feel. So.
Mhm.
That's how you do it.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
that's really inspiring. I appreciate your professionalism about the way that you like, even if it's just a gig or whatnot, like still bring that same level of professionalism that you would bring if you had already made it to the
Yeah.
table. Like, I don't think people really understand how much performers like Michael Jackson actually, rehearsed and put in time to make what they were doing look as good as it did, as great as it did, as spectacular as it did. Because I mean, you're wanting to be a spectacle. So,
Hmm.
like, how are you going to be there if you can't handle all this pressure coming at you? You need to rehearse. You need to be
Right.
professional. And props to you for doing a live demonstration too, like on the spot. Like, that's not easy either. So
Yes.
yeah, man, this has been a good show.
Yeah.
Yes, for sure.
Thanks to
And
you.
can you let us know like what projects you have coming up, or if you want to give any shout outs?
Yeah, so as of right now, I'm working on having my own debut show. Probably is going to be probably around April. So I'm planning on having my own little debut show with some singers and stuff lined up from there. In May, there's a Mother's Day show that we're doing here. That's going to have different artists from different cities in the Midwest. So I think we got someone in Detroit, somebody coming from Columbus and Cleveland, and then
Detroit.
yeah, we got some people that's repping Toledo here. So it's different people from, within the Midwest, but they put it together a Mother's Day show. The dude that put it together, his name is Sax Fifth. Dope saxophone player. Not gonna lie, dope saxophone player. I want to say he kind of one of the guys that kind of put me on with some gigs because he, like I was on a show with him, and he kind of, like I said, practice make perfect. I like to, you never know who's in the room, so he, hit me up like, hey, man, within the guys in the city, we only got a few, but he was like, you one of the guys who perform and actually like performing and do a damn good job. So
Mm,
like, hey man, any gigs that's coming up or anything like that or anything I got going on, I will let you know and put you on. So he ended up doing that. There was a show past December where he couldn't make it, but he recommended me, paid gig, went down there, did a thing, and did my thing. And then the guy that hosted that event, I'm tied in with him. So it's just, networking. So that's why I say you never know who's in
yeah.
the room, who's doing what. So yeah, I want to shout out Sax Fifth. I want to shout out Miss Anitra Cherie. That's one of the dope ladies that's within the city that can blow a room down. And I believe she's gonna be hosting that show. Um, yeah, another one, JC Sharp, my boy JC. I got him on a song with me. And then also another one, Brashard did a song with him, wrote a song. We listen the way we did this song. Here's to you. Wrote that song. He hit me up. I had that song written already. He hit me up with a beat. We went in the studio, locked in, knocked it out day one. Like no redos, no nothing. Uh,
Wow.
Hey,
and also,
hey, it be like that.
I'm telling you, it be like that. We connected right there and just dropped a gem. So we gonna do more music too as well. Who else? Two more people. Uh, Shan Dig. I want to shout out to him because he seen me doing my work and he kind of helped me too when it came to getting my reps in, doing live shows, and then the Wall Music Band. So that's the people I want to shout out within the city. Other than that, yeah,
That's
big sis,
what's up.
big sis, pretty put me on R&B music, and my homeboy Rich, give me the idea to start writing music. So I can't forget y'all. So shout out to y'all too. I appreciate y'all.
For sure, for sure.
Solid.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much again for being a special guest on the show today. We do hope we come back again in future here. Check you out, see how you're doing. But yeah, it's been a pleasure.
See
And
how
see how what?
see how the Mother's Day show went. Yeah, good luck on that.
Almost definitely.
Yes.
Knock 'em
Planning on
dead.
have something set up because I want to have to the point where I can record my live gigs and post them on TikTok and Instagram. So I'm most likely going to try to have some set up to where I have some footage stuff from the show too. So just not just from me, from everybody else. So y'all see how the show went down. But yeah, I most definitely had that up for sure.
That's what's up.
Solid.
Thank you again, and we hope you have a blessed rest of the weekend. God
Sure.
bless. Thank you so
Appreciate
much.
y'all for having me. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Today it was that was a really nice interview. I learned a lot about him and his work ethic. He's really cool. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. Those are his socials right there. You can follow him on TikTok at Marquis R&B or on Instagram Marquis_R&B. He even told y'all you can follow him on Facebook at Marquis Williams. So that's what's up. And yeah, major things in store for him. Very honored to have him on the show with us today. And
Yes.
as we
Really inspiring young man. For real.
yeah, for sure.
And
as
very
we
talented, man. Let's go.
yes, extremely talented. Um, as we do continue on with the show, we do want to just briefly let you guys know what has been trending in the past week for our viewers that do also like to know. We like to kind of keep you up on what's been
You wanna
going
go one for
on.
one?
It's been crazy this past week, actually. I don't know if you've been keeping up, but
Yeah.
oh goodness.
You
One of
wanna
the
go one
ones,
for one? Or
yeah, I'm actually pulling up the notes here because there was so much. You could start off on on the first one we have.
well,
You might not-
first and foremost, I think we need to start by mentioning like some good news because the internet almost had us planning a memorial that we did not need. Queen Latifah had to hop online and
So
personally confirm that she is alive and well.
I actually didn't even see the news that she wasn't. Did you?
I did not, but there were rumors that were spreading saying she had passed away. And I
Yeah, that
mean,
was
let me just say
crazy.
something about the internet real quick. Social media will announce that your funeral before your doctor even calls you back. Like, so
Mm.
you got to be having PR on it for you. But shout out to Queen Latifah for handling it with grace, no anger. She just dropped a quick video like, "Hey y'all, I'm still alive, still being great."
I think people are crazy. I really don't get it. I mean, yeah, I get that
Yeah,
people want to make the pages go viral and all this stuff, but at the same time, you don't want to do it at the expense of like someone else's life, their livelihood. It's getting really out of
yeah.
control, and it disappoints me because a lot of it be your own people. I mean, I hate to say it, but a lot of it be your
Mhm.
own people. Like, what? Come on, y'all, we gotta do better. But we are definitely
Gotta do.
grateful that Queen Latifah is alive and well. That she did post that
Yeah.
video, letting everybody know.
Cause it's the
Um,
rep my block, rep my block, rep my block show.
oh, we got to get that chant recorded somehow. We got to do that for real. But some not so great news that we want to let you guys know about as well was Mana Leo. She actually, unfortunately, had to abruptly cancel her concert tour that she had scheduled, and this was due to her having to have emergency surgery this week. She said she was experiencing a very sharp pain in her abdomen, and so they rushed her, to ER. She had to get emergency surgery, and it turned out that she had an inflamed cyst and she described it as the size of a softball.
Oh my
And it was
God,
cutting
that's
off her
like
butt. Yeah, it's crazy. She said it was the size of a softball. I can't even imagine that. And then she said it was cutting off her blood flow. It was causing her to bleed from her in her abdomen. So she ended up, unfortunately, also losing an ovary and a fallopian tube during the surgery process.
dang,
So,
sucks.
yeah, we definitely are saddened by this and wish her well in her recovery because that's really painful to go through. I can only imagine it. But when she said a softball, I was like, what? I had to read that a few times. I'm still reading it actually.
Yeah,
Inflamed cyst, the size of a softball. Mm.
yeah, that's nuts.
Right.
Yeah,
And then I look
that's
at,
your body.
because her size, she's so slim. And it's like, I don't even,
Yeah.
I'm like, how did it even fit? Like, she's nice and, healthy. And I'm just saying she's a healthy
Yeah,
slim, not like super, like she's a
yeah,
good slim. And I'm just like, what? Did this happen overnight? I'm just really curious about more information. But of course, I'm just glad she gave us that much information because I think that was really nice of her to be that transparent with it. She could have just said, emergency situation, but no, she's really transparent with it. That's really cool.
yeah. That's powerful advice too. Listen to your body. We live in a culture now where like people push through pain like it's a badge of honor. But
Yeah,
sometimes pain is just your body sending a very serious email that you should not ignore.
exactly. And she did also actually make a statement similar to what you just said. Quote, what she said was also taking this opportunity to tell y'all to again listen to your body. If something feels off, it is. That is a
Yeah.
great rule to follow. I know the few
Yeah.
times I had to
Powerful.
go to ER, I was definitely, something just didn't feel right. If y'all have that feeling, don't ever just shrug it off. I know you don't want the bill, but it's definitely worth more having the bill than just, being down and out. You definitely want to just go get checked out and make sure everything's straight. And there's payment
Yeah.
plans for the bill. So
Yeah, I was
anyway,
just finna mention that. I'm glad you brought it. I'm glad you mentioned it. I was just finna mention they do not charge you on your way out the door. Like
right,
they do not.
exactly.
Speaking of
Oh
speaking of huh?
no, it's you up.
Speaking okay. Speaking of walking through doors, Two Chains is walking through yet another side hustle. He's currently on a book tour promoting his new book, The Voice in My Head is God. Now that title alone already sounds like a bar.
Yo, I
Like,
have the book. It just came yesterday. Hold on, let me get it real quick. Just a second.
really?
I have to go
Let's
off camera real
go.
quick.
Yeah. Did a live
Just a second.
demonstration right now. This is
Yeah,
their
hold on.
second live demonstration right now. That's awesome. Hey, I'm back on the big screen. Y'all know what it is. But what I love about the title is like it's very eye catching and it pulls you in and makes you want to makes you want to read the book. Because I mean, we all have a voice in our head. Well, not everyone actually. Everyone doesn't have a voice. Some people actually hear no audio in their own head. It's actually the same for images. Oh, okay, we're back. Enough stalling.
Yes,
Let's see it.
right here. This is the book, y'all.
Nice.
Ain't that cool?
Awesome. Oh,
Yes,
and there's like a
little.
little angel him
Right.
talking in his ear.
Yeah, it's called the
Fascinating.
like you said, it's called The Voice in My Head is God. I was like,
Mm,
yay! I was so happy. Here's the back of it. I haven't
nice.
started reading it
Have you
yet.
already started reading it? Oh,
No.
okay.
And here's the inside. I was like, okay, I like that.
Wow.
Go ahead, Two Chains.
All
Something.
right.
Ooh, this one says something told me. I usually don't even
Mm,
open that part, but I was like, okay, let me open it. Anyway,
that's a good
get the book.
marketing on that
It's on
book, man.
Amazon. It's only
Yeah, it's
$20.
dope to see artists. It's dope to see when an artist is able to evolve from just music into thought and leadership and like storytelling. Like hip
Yeah,
hop really started as a voice for the streets, and now some of those voices are literally becoming authors, and I think that's a pretty epic thing for hip hop.
Yes, I agree. And and also I think it also helps them connect with because they're also connecting with certain fans that typically aren't readers like that, and so like if they
Yeah.
see their idol or what have you, publishing a book, they're like, oh, okay, I want to check this book out. I want to hear their experience and stuff. So I think that's really cool too, that they're bringing more readers out um, to read. I think reading is
Yeah.
definitely fundamental. I know a
Read
lot
a
of people
book.
don't
Read a
like to
book. Read a
read.
motherfucking book.
Make sure y'all check that book out. We're gonna drop the Amazon link too for y'all, but it's definitely out on
Read
Amazon.
a
But
book.
he has a sponsored link going around as well. And on a
Okay.
sponsored link, I will say that one I think is $21. But if you go buy it on Amazon, it's like $19. So if you want to save a little few bucks,
That's pretty
do that.
affordable too.
Yeah, it's not that bad at all. And it's a nice it's not too heavy or anything. It's a nice hardback cover.
Hmm.
So check out Two
Well,
Chains.
two
We had
chains. Titty boy.
Diddy. Let's talk about Diddy real quick because he actually.
Real quick, let's talk about him.
Yeah, let's do this one real quick. He's about to possibly be released. Let me get this comment off of here real quick. But Diddy is about to. They actually it's pretty much confirmed. His release date has moved up. He was going to be released June 4th, 2028. They moved it up to April 25th, 2028. This was reported
Mm.
on by E News. I can't remember why, but just know it's gonna move up.
Yeah, it
2026.
doesn't say why. Yeah, I
Well,
don't see why.
yeah, I mean, I know that there was some, like you could do certain things for good conduct type thing. So I think it was something.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Yeah,
assuming is going on.
yeah.
Yeah.
So that's the
Like, cause
news on.
as soon as he got in there, he was already doing the whole like holiday dinner for the inmates and stuff. So he's been trying to get good behavior for like since he walked in that door.
You're right. He sure has been, and it's definitely paying off for him. So
Yeah.
we also want to speak on.
Well,
Oh, Will Smith. What happened to
well,
Will Smith?
speaking of bad behavior, we're gonna talk
Will.
about some worse behavior.
Ooh.
Here's one that might break the internet. Will Smith and Chris Rock are reportedly preparing for a one-on-one interview with ABC News. Yes,
Mm,
exactly. You heard me right.
it's gonna be
Flap
real
heard around the
interesting.
world might finally get the sit-down conversation that it deserves. You
What do
know,
you think is gonna happen during this interview? I don't know who's gonna interview them. I haven't heard
Hon-
yet. But what do you think?
honestly, I think honestly, I think somebody gonna get smacked again. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly,
I was about to
that
say that too, actually.
conversation like no, honestly though, I think that conversation might be a little bit bigger than the moment itself. So I think there's gonna be like it's definitely gonna be something that comes from it. Like I said, I think the conversation is a bit bigger uh than the moment itself. Sometimes healing definitely requires a little dialogue, and who knows what kind of growth we'll all kind of experience from that dialogue. What do you think is gonna happen?
Well, I'm going back to when he apologized, and when I saw that apology, I didn't feel the sorry in it. So
Yeah,
it will be interesting
sincerity.
to see. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if they've had some conversations outside of the public eye, where
Mm.
maybe there's a better connection going on now. I really don't know, but I just wasn't feeling that apology, even though a lot of people have seemed to have forgotten about what happened and stuff. I haven't forgotten I mean, I did like Bad Boys, the latest Bad Boys, but that doesn't mean I necessarily
She-
forgive you, Will. I don't necessarily forgive you. So we'll see. I think Chris Rock is
she
going to have
said,
a
I
lot
didn't
to
forget. Yeah, Chris Rock gonna smack him back. That's what's gonna happen. It's all a trap. No, I will commend Will Smith for being one of the few celebrities that tries to be transparent as possible with all that he's going through and all that he goes through. Like not just showing us the good moments, but also showing us the bad sides of being a human being. Because I think people tend to put these celebrities on a pedestal to the point like the celebrities don't do it to themselves, it's the people doing it to them, to the celebrity, and they're humans too. And Will Smith is one of those examples of why it's so important as somebody in that spotlight to be transparent, because you remind people that these are just human beings. They have emotions, and they're playing on a field where they have to regulate those emotions on a very high level, and that's not always the easiest thing to do.
You're right. Well said. I agree for sure. Speaking of
Yeah, who
regulating
else we got?
emotions, Roscoe
Nice.
Dash has had to regulate his emotions for many years because the label did him wrong. Y'all, after he made the hit,
Mm.
All the Way Turned Up, it went kind of
Hey.
crazy for him after that. People were like, what happened to him?
Mm.
Because he stopped doing music altogether. He was recently interviewed by
Mm.
Cam Newton on his show. And Cam had asked him, what happened, bro? Like, what happened to you? You just disappeared. And so Roscoe, he went into more detail about what happened. You got to check out the interview because we're not going to show you a clip. You got to check it out on the Cam Newton show.
Okay.
But he basically he basically was saying that the label at the time that the label he was with was trying to double dip. So like they basically were trying to get money out of several different methods from him, and it was like kind of ruining him at the moment. He didn't say the word ruin, but I'm saying it because it sounds like they were trying to ruin him. But that's allegedly, as far as the ruin
Yeah.
part. That's just my personal opinion on it. But I will say that at the end of the day, it's really just important for artists to read the darn contracts because all this stuff, it's
Read the
literally in the
darn
contract.
contract.
Yeah, it really is. It's in the
Ugh.
contracts. Just get a good lawyer. Don't get the lawyer that the label's trying to get, push at you. Get your own outside lawyer.
Don't get your uncle.
Don't get
Get
your
an actual lawyer.
Shoot, the uncles, man, they actually sometimes they know more than lawyers as far as like what's best for you. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
But yeah, you're right. If you
All
want it
right,
well
shout him
read,
out there. Shout him out.
if you want them
Shout
well
him
read,
out.
you definitely do want to get legal advice because they'll trick you with the wording. They'll have something looking like it's real good. If you just skimming through it, but then if you like really dig deep into it, because you have to think about different scenarios that might happen. Like, oh, what if I do a movie? What will happen to my music if I do a movie? Stuff like think about different scenarios as you get bigger. So
Yeah.
apparently it didn't seem like that was setting his case. And I mean, that song, that's personally my favorite song of his. That's why I said that one. But he has a lot of other hits.
Yeah.
And that one's actually trending again. It's been trending again on TikTok. But
Oh, since
shout
the
out to that for
interview?
that. No, before
Yeah,
that.
shout outs to Ross.
I don't know. Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know
okay.
if there's some campaign with an influencer or something, but it's been trending all over again. So it's kind of cool to see.
So speaking of label battles and battlings with your label, and I might pronounce this wrong, but Lakia
That's right. Yes. Kia.
revealed that leaving Quality Control Music wasn't easy. She said when she tried to leave, she wasn't even able to legally release new music for a period of time. And I think a lot of artists don't even think about that when you're under contract, like we were just saying, like you gotta read these these things because there's certain things that the label is also going to put in that contract to protect themselves from you too. So it's really important for you to be reading that stuff, because you'll end up in a situation like Lakia did where, you know, she couldn't even release music, you know. And I think we had another artist that we were talking about who, like, they wanted so badly to release their songs, but the label wasn't letting them do it, you know, so they were leaking the songs on their own. So you really just have to read and use your imagination and your forethought to kind of think about the decision you're about to make and how it will impact you. Because, I mean, that's one of the realities of the industry, is people don't talk about that enough, you know. Contracts can build careers, but they can also pause them. What do you think?
For sure. And luckily, she's still very young to where it didn't affect her, you know. It affected her a lot, but not to the extent as it did like other artists. So I'm glad that she was able to find a way out of the unfavorable deal for her and find something that is more favorable. And you know, now she's been releasing music, because I actually had wondered, you know, it's like, what happened to her too? Because, you know, she had the hit and then she just kind of dropped off. So now hearing her story, she definitely has let everybody know what happened. And again, this is not, you know, when we speak on these things, this is not anything necessarily against the label. It's just that it's more for awareness, just to let y'all know that, you know, because some artists might like those type of deals for whatever reason. So it just really, it depends on the situation. So I'll let you guys know about
setting the record straight.
Yeah, just setting it straight all together.
Rep My Block show.
Yes.
On the Rep My Block, Rep My Block, Rep My Block, Rep My Block show.
I'm always, when he starts it, I'm supposed to chime in, and I don't get it. Like, my brain is late, so I always do the like half of the last little line. So yeah, that's what happened there. But oh yeah, Young Thug. Let's talk about Young Thug, because I saw that. I didn't see the.
This is the lighter side.
Video. The lighter, yeah, the lighter side.
This is pretty light. Yeah.
So what happened with Young Thug this week was he was trending because there was a video that went viral. There was this lady. She was I don't know if she had she was basically being recorded by a camera, and she was like dancing, and he went up behind her and started dancing, and people are like, "What? Why are you doing that? You got a, you know, fiance. You're engaged to Mariah the Scientist." And so he was just getting dragged from that incident because people thought he was trying to like talk to the woman. But he later posted on his Twitter that he was not trying to talk to the woman. He said he knew that she was being recorded, and he was just basically showing love to a fan type thing. So everybody was just taking it out of proportion. And I saw the video of him dancing with the lady. Well, I wouldn't say dancing with the lady, because she was facing the camera like she was doing a TikTok or something. And then he came up, seemed like he was like walking by, and he just saw, I guess he saw the camera. So he was like, you know, just vibing with her. But it ain't like she did not turn around to like dance with him or nothing. She was still facing the camera. So it was that, you know, it was, what do you say? I would say
innocent.
Yeah, it was very innocent. It was very innocent. So.
Yeah. Like, again, like we talked about earlier with the Queen Latifah thing, the internet will jump all the way to the conclusions. So it's really important just to like, and honestly, man, that's the energy we need more of in life in this world. It's just people having those innocent moments with each other, those spontaneous, let's not take it so seriously. Let's photobomb the moment and have some fun.
I agree.
You know?
Because people are way too serious right now. Like, for real.
Way too serious.
I wonder what they be what they be doing at home when they like that. Like, what are you doing at home when you typing these really rude things? What does your house look like? Is your house clean? Like, if your house ain't clean, what you on the internet for writing mean stuff? Like for real. Oh, get it. And why you mean
Go do your
anyway?
chores.
Who hurt you? Like, yeah, to go do your
Who
chores.
hurt you, right?
I'd really be
Who
thinking that.
hurt you?
Man, there's some miserable people. Woo. We praying for y'all though. We
Man.
praying for y'all. We are.
Man, speaking of people who are miserable,
Really?
in the category of Instagram is not your friend, an IG model recently claimed she had a 5-year relationship with Future and leaked audio of him reacting on the phone. Now, there's one thing we've learned in the digital age is that private situations rarely stay private. And the more celebrity you are, the more fucking attention you're going to get. So,
yeah.
So that's kind of what ended up happening here. Did you hear this? Have you heard about this? Have you seen this?
Yeah. And I did hear the audio from their call. And I was surprised because Future, he's supposed to be the playboy. Why are you tripping out on the phone? Like, what? You're supposed to just hang up.
Oh, wow. Oh,
You're not supposed to stay on the phone. Just hang up. Call the next one. That's it.
Click.
That's how I felt. You know what I'm saying? Because, I mean, you have that, everybody has that, like, he has that, what you call it? Everybody thinks of him as that. So play the part. Play your role. That's your role. Play
image. That image. Yeah.
Play the role player. That's what I feel. I feel like it should never got to that point. Like, because he has to realize he is a celebrity. I know he has the moments where he just forgets, probably, as most celebrities probably do. They just want a normal life. So he was like, having a conversation with her and stuff. But I mean, once you hear a certain type of vibe going on in a conversation as a celebrity, you should think, hey, wait, maybe I'm being set up. Maybe somebody's recording me to put this out here for this. Just hang up. That's all you got to do. Because you're not going to go viral for hanging up.
You might.
You might.
You never know. I know. Internet, man. You never know.
Right. Knowing how these blogs are. Shoot. But anyway.
Yeah.
That's a really quick story to have with him. And this was actually, it happened a while back, but it's been trending again this past week. And as they say, usually when stuff like that starts trending again, there's some kind of campaign going on. Either the artist is about to drop or an op is putting this stuff out there back in the hemisphere. So I thought about that too. But Ari Lennox, she was also trending this week. And this was from she actually recently went on the Breakfast Club and she was speaking on her experience with Dreamville when she was signed with J. Cole's Dreamville Records. And she basically, she cleared the air on some things because when she was with Dreamville near the end of that, there had been an awkward moment when she was speaking on something and J. Cole had walked into the studio. It didn't seem like he liked the vibe of what she was saying at the time. And so he had left the studio. But he didn't say anything. It's like I guess he heard something he didn't like and he left. But it was a lot of speculation about it. So she actually went on Breakfast Club this past week, just speaking up more about just her experience with Dreamville. And she was just showing love in general to J. Cole. And, letting him know and the label know that she doesn't necessarily blame them for what happened because she did end up leaving the label. But at the same time, she was like, because she had dropped her single, and it just slipped my mind. As I'm talking, it just slipped my mind. But she had a really cool single that dropped. And sorry, y'all. It was like one of her recent singles, but it's not the most recent one. It was the last one that she had when she was on the label. So she didn't like how it was promoted at the time. But during this interview, she was basically saying she doesn't, she was just grateful for the opportunity to work with him at all because she did meet a lot of people when she was working with him that she would not have normally met before. and she was just saying, maybe they had forgotten her release date, and just trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. When I heard that part, though,
Yeah.
I'm really glad she gave them the benefit of the doubt. But when I heard that part, I was like, a label that cares would not necessarily forget a release date.
Would not forget it. Yeah.
I love
Like
J.
we
Cole.
just talked
Nothing
about
against
their
him.
yeah. Yeah, we
Oh, go
just
ahead.
talked about the contracts and how they make the contracts so airtight. So it was good on her part as far as PR with like giving them the benefit of the doubt, but they didn't deserve it. I think the song you were talking about was Smoke. No?
Yeah, it was Smoke. My phone had died during the
Okay.
show, that's why I can't look it up. I had to open a new tab when I wasn't speaking. But yeah, thank
Man, I
you.
got your back, man.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Got your back. What I'm
Appreciate you.
here for. Look, you see? It's your back. I got it. Here, take it back. There you go.
Appreciate you. But yeah, it was Smoke. That was a single.
So we talked about Ari Lennox. We talked about Future. Now let's talk about more Future, the future of hip hop. According to fan voting from Spotify, the artist fans believe will lead the next generation are some pretty fresh faces. A more familiar fresh face that I'm sure we all know is Doechii, followed by Baby Keem and Lil Tecca. Now, I know Baby Keem from Orange Soda, but that's really the only song I've ever heard from him. And then Lil Tecca, I'm pretty sure I've heard him before, but I'd have to hear the songs again. But it's just interesting because each of them brings a completely different sound and identity to the culture. So it looks pretty diverse, like when you think about it.
I don't think it's real diverse because the first two are Kendrick's artists.
All on the play, offsides, red flag.
The first two are Kendrick's artists, so I don't think it's fair. I'm like, who did y'all get to vote? Y'all definitely got some Kendrick fans to vote.
Whatever.
Doechii,
Would you be saying right? I was just gonna say, would you be saying this if they were Drake's artists?
Yeah, actually, because even though I do have my personal opinions, I try to be fair. Baby Keem, he did just drop his album, but I mean it's actually not and again, no shade, nothing like that. I'm just speaking facts, okay? It's not in the top 4 anymore, or is it? The singles. I look at singles. If you don't got a single that's in the top, then I kind of wonder sometimes why the album would be in the top. But to each their own. Again, no shade. I'm not trying to speak any shade. I just analyze a lot of stuff with numbers and stuff, and I'm like, sometimes it doesn't make sense. I see how some people could say that, but Baby Keem, he just dropped. So I think he's on there because he just dropped. I think people are like, oh, I like his new album. Click. They probably put his name because of that. I don't think they're really thinking. Lil Tecca, I think he has some substance because he's been out for a minute and he keeps dropping hit after hit after hit. He's definitely solid. Doechii solid. The one I would take off is Baby Keem. That's all. But
who would you put on there?
Whew. Oh my gosh, that one's really hard.
Who would you put on there?
If I put somebody that I have in mind right now on there, I would have Doechii. She's from the West. Got a little tech. Ain't he from the West too? Ooh. I don't know. It would be somebody from the East Coast, but I can't think of just one person right now. It's really difficult for that one. That's a good question, though. Let us know who y'all think in the comments, who y'all would put in those, top 3 spots. It's hard to do top 3. It's real hard to do top 3.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Spotify, that's what, their voters are saying right now. And then finally, our last topic for today, besides the new releases, real quick, we got Chloe. Chloe announced that she will be doing a joint project with her sister, Halle Bailey. A lot of people are looking forward to this. Um, I think it's overdue, don't you?
The sister duo, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's get it cracking.
Hmm.
You know, let's get it cracking. I mean, this might be some magic. This might be some magic right here. And honestly, some voices are just better together.
I think so. They really vibe. Like ever since her announcement about
Mm,
them working on something together, that one performance that they did, I think it was at the BET Awards. Um,
yeah,
they it's been trending again ever since then, and so as y'all know,
I smell a
they are signed
comeback.
with right. They're signed with Parkway Entertainment, which is Beyonce's label. So you already know it's gonna be heat. It's
You
gonna be heat.
already know.
Yeah. So
Hot.
we do want to speak on some new releases though before we let y'all enjoy the rest of your beautiful weekends. There were a lot.
You're
We're just gonna touch base on a couple.
you're.
So who we got?
We're not. Okay. We got on the new releases, we got Erica Badu and Alchemist album is still on the horizon. It's coming. So keep your eyes peeled. Uh I don't know how to pronounce this. Goapele.
I always have a problem with her
Go
pronouncing her song. Job. I think it's.
Goapele.
Oh, we're embarrassing ourselves
Jo
right now. Joplin. I think it's Joplin. That's how I say it when I see
Okay.
it. Because I don't really hear her name
Okay.
said out loud often, but I say Joplin. But I'm pretty sure it's not
Well,
that.
Joplin
Okay.
is our she's
Joplin.
our
Joplin.
she's our window she's our window into their little world, Erica Badu and the Alchemist's world. She says she recently heard the latest mix of the duo's upcoming project and said they made magic. So I'm excited. I don't know if y'all are excited, but if you're not excited, you need to get excited. All right, because it's coming. Who
Yes.
else we got?
And I just did Google, the voice transcription thing. It said Wapale. So I was close, but I pronounced it with a hard
Guapale.
G. Wapale.
Is
Oh,
it
sorry,
is it
yeah,
like
Guapale.
Italian or something? Sounds
Oh, I didn't look
Italian.
up all that. Yeah, it does. It sounds French to me, but I don't know either language, so I
Oh,
can't really
true.
say. Um, Brandy and Ty Dolla Sign. Actually, it's Ty Dolla Sign's song. It's called Intention, and he has it out with Brandy. That one just released too. It's a really nice track. The only gripe I have on that track is just the fact that there is no beat. It's just snapping the fingers. That's the beat. And I
Oh,
like songs like that, but when Ty Dolla Sign is on it, I kind of need more. No, Brandy, her voice is so soft and pure. I would expect, that. And that's probably why he went with that type of sound with her on it. It's just that, and again, it's a nice track. I just need some beat. But if y'all like the snapping songs, that's what you want to listen to. Sorry. Sorry. Woo. Yeah. We'll see
well,
though.
hint, 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 hint. Because SZA has been hinting at having new music on the way with Steve Lacy. It's revealing that they made a random little project together over the course of a few studio sessions, and you know how that goes. You know,
That sounds like an
so they might
EP.
have also created. Yeah, it sounds like it's about to be a good couple of drops for. Is this R&B? Like, can we say
Well,
this
yeah,
is all
they're
R&B? No.
R&B, but he's like pop though. So
Um,
it's gonna be real interesting, because she has some pop songs out as well. So I think this project, I think it's gonna be closer to pop, but with a little soul in there for
mm,
her with her voice. That's gonna be really cool.
yeah.
Looking forward to that one. Um, The major drops this week, at least in my opinion, there were a lot more drops. We're just covering a couple, but one of them is Pimmy. Y'all may remember Pimmy. She was featured on Drake and Party Next Door's "Some Sexy Songs for You" album, and she had the song Pimmy's Dilemma, which went crazy. She currently has 14 million Spotify listeners just from that one song. She had listeners before that, but nowhere close to no millions like that. Shout out to Pimmy because she's doing her thing. She just dropped a new album. It's called Don't Come Home. What's really cool about this album is only 10 tracks. Each song is either right at 2 minutes or a little bit over 2 minutes. And it's only 18 minutes total. So like last night I was just listening to the whole album over and over. It's really good. It's just short.
Good, huh?
Yeah, it's really good, but it's just short.
Okay. I gotta check it out.
Yeah, y'all. But those were the new releases this week. We really appreciate you guys for tuning in. Do you have any special announcements before we close out?
No, nothing on my list today. It's a pretty calm start to March.
Yes.
The Freestyle Friday March freestyle contest is underway.
Yes, but officially begins March 13th. Yes, get your entries in. It's only $10 to enter. They're only accepting the first 16 to enter. So once they get that, it's going to cut. They're going to stop accepting entries, and it's an acapella freestyle competition. Cash prize, $500.
Cash prize,
$500.
Man, first and second place.
Yeah, second place is 100. So you're gonna hit that.
Y'all better come on now.
Right. Even if you lose, you still get hooked up.
Hey, y'all better come on now. Now you can't submit any work that you've already done. It's got to be fresh material. And the first one has to be a cappella, right? No beat.
Yeah. Last night, Don, he was saying it's just one video the whole way through. Let's see if I can put this. Let me do this. Yeah, it's just one video for the whole competition. Here's the flyer. But $500. Get you some $500. I know a lot of artists.
Get you some $500.
Yeah, this is not a difficult competition, everyone. You definitely can win this. I guarantee you can win this. So that's what's up. Make sure y'all check out Freestyle Fridays. He's going to make the announcement about the 16 contestants next Friday on the show. All the freestyles will be played on that show as well. If you want to know who is on the contest. But yeah, this is the time to sign up for it. And as y'all know, every week we are live here on the Rep My Block show. Saturdays, 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern. And we had special guests today. Shout out to Marquis Williams again. Marquis showed us love coming on the show. He even sang a little bit for us, y'all. You got to check it out.
Yeah.
He told us a whole bunch about himself. Appreciate that.
Thinking of You, streaming on all platforms. Yes. That's his new single. Make sure y'all check it out.
For sure. And
or else find you at your make you check it out.
We'll find you.
No, just kidding.
Yeah, we're gonna find you. But the fact that you are showing us love right now, the fact that you're showing us love, we really appreciate that. Thank you guys for tuning in every Saturday. It's really fun to be here with you. Get to take a break from the hectic week that we both experienced.
Yeah,
but
man. Fuck that job, man. Come hang out.
Right. Y'all have a good one. And peace.